Hey everybody, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy that you're here. I'm gonna finish up my Me, Myself, and I project. Finally finished it up and I absolutely love how it came out. So I think I'm starting on 23, I believe. Yeah, 23, and it is my better half. And shortly after this prompt is another one that says my favorite person, and to me felt like that was like kind of the same thing, because besides myself, like I'm my favorite person, right? It's important to care about yourself, right? So besides myself, I thought, my husband is my favorite person and my better half. So I am not going to do that prompt, and I'm just going to stop at 30. So that is a long explanation, but that is what I decided after I saw that prompt. So for my better half, I did a fun collage with the Pick Frame app and just used a variety of photos. I had a lot of photos like at the ready because my new class from Big Picture Classes is coming out, and I'm super excited, you guys. It is probably one of my favorites that I've made. It's all about documenting your love story with lots of different topics that you can use to tell your story with your partner. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay, so for my journaling, I just said that we've been married for almost 15 years, almost together for 19 years, and it seems like just yesterday we were in college. But now that, we have kids and it's a beautiful life, it's messy and crazy. And I said, I love you to my husband. And then I said, here's to many more years of loving each other and annoying each other. Because isn't that the truth? Marriage is hard work. Being with somebody is hard work, but it's worth it in the end, right? Okay, so I'm going to put that one away and move on to 24. 24 kind of stumped me, but I figured it out. So I just adhere it to the back, and I know that this part's kind of boring where I adhere it to the back, but I guess I could have just put music to it and, sing some elevator songs as we wait for me to adhere it, punch the holes, and continue on. But the prompt for 24 was love it here. And of course I love my house. And it said like, you're home away from home. Okay, I don't leave the house. If I have a choice, I'm not going to leave the house. That's just how it is. But the place that I do frequent the most, besides my kids' school, because I'm always picking them up, is the library. So I decided to use a photo from a recent library pickup, because I don't know about you, but my holds always come at the same time. Like, it doesn't matter if I was 73 spot or 22 or 5, they all come at the same time. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm inundated with books. So I have that photo, and I decide to stamp in other words, and I will also stamp a stack of books in yellow ink down in the bottom right corner. Used a rainbow chipboard because I love the Reading Rainbow. I grew up with Reading Rainbow, so it's the best. And the stamp set from Studio Calico has little tiny rainbows on it, so I used that, and I stamped when in doubt, go to the library, and put it on the right-hand side with a little cluster of the 24, and also a word phrase sticker that says happy place. Because I love the library. It's the best. And also, you don't know what books you're going to pick up unless you're, checking online. But you don't know which ones you're going to get, so it's kind of like Christmas. It's kind of like getting a present every time you go to the library. It is the best. I love Library Day. And that's kind of what I wrote in my journaling, is that books have been a part of my life ever since I was a little girl. I would get Scholastic book orders and beg my parents to get me some. My library bookcase growing up was completely stacked with books, and now I still read all the time, and it's absolutely my favorite way to escape reality. Always. Put a book in my face and I will tune everything out. The entire world will fall apart. Oh, look, I didn't have to do some elevator music while I adhered the pages. That's good. Okay, so that one's all adhered. Let's move on to 25 and 26. I didn't really have any photos for these, like bad habits. I don't really want to take a photo of my bad habits, and that's kind of a hard thing to do. So a vellum little insert is going to help differentiate, I guess, between the two prompts. I think I've done this several other times in the album. Last time was 21 and 22. And I used punched circles to kind of coordinate with each side, and each like bad habits has like a red. So I used kind of a red paper, and I stamped observations, tried to get it straight. I didn't, so whatever, move it on. I also did a smiley face. Well, not a smiley face. I did sad face and a grumpy face. I don't know why I picked those, because I did do some bad habits that are kind of sarcastic, like eating too much dessert. I mean, that's totally sarcastic. I mean, that's not really a bad habit, but it could be. So I said for my bad habits, let's just be vulnerable here. I said not being confident in myself, sometimes not seeing the good in a situation, and sometimes questioning my worth, like as a stay-at-home mom. And I think that that's just mainly societal stuff, right? Because I know I'm valuable. I mean, I've kept these humans alive for long enough, and people tell me that they're nice, so I'm doing something right. And then the other one is choosing creative time over housework. I mean, always. Why would I do housework? So on the back of it, I'm going to have another circle, and I use like the icon paper with like a TV and a sun, and then 26, and below it I put truth, because I'm telling the truth about my best qualities, and I put in my heart, and I said, or I'm going to say in my journaling, that I am so loyal and I'm kind, and I always make an effort to choose kindness. And as an NIFJ, yeah, I said that right, an empath, I'm pretty aware of how people are feeling, and I always try to go out of my way to help them. I stamped a few hearts and also a few phrases that says love this, and then I will be done with that prompt. I thought about, I could always do a double page spread for these, even without a photo, and I have done that in this book, but decided I'm near the end and I want to finish, so I'm just going to do the vellum insert, and it worked good to use that. Perfect way to use it. Okay, so that one is punched and into the album, and now next up is 27, which I think was my happy place. Well, the card that I picked is my happy place, and obviously I'm going to pick my creative area. And I will say, I don't know if I've mentioned this in a while, but my creative space used to be one desk, and then the rest was like a play area for my kids. And it's kind of funny, if I had gathered all the photos over the years, you could see how it slowly changed from a play area to now what it is now. So it's like as the kids get older, or as they did get older, I slowly took over the space. And now it's my play space. So works for me. And I stamped everyday details and also a few stars in my favorite green inks. I'm just loving those. And I also just journaled real quick about my space and how I'm very thankful to have this space to create and scrapbook and, find my joy. I absolutely love creating. It is definitely my happy place. So I'm going to adhere those all together and put them into my album and move on to 28. 28 is, I bought this, like the internet influenced me, and I am influenced by the internet. I think we all are, but I was having a little bit of trouble finding photos of pictures of this, but I found a few, and I thought that they'd work. I mean, it's my project. I can make it work if I want to. It's my rules, right? So I did some Carrie Bradford stamps. I love her stamps, and I don't know why I've never bought any, but I absolutely love them. So I bought some of those recently, some stickers, and then a heat press, and my cinch machine, and also a planner. So I picked those. And then I got to stamp the layered shopping bag, which was so much fun. I did a pale pink and then a gray over the top of it for the handle and like the inside of the purse. Super cute. And I punched a shape in the center of the collage and added the 28. So I love how that came together. It's just like a really soft, pretty spread that I came up with. And for the little title stamp that I picked was today's highlight. And I wrote, "Happy Mail is the best, my latest purchases," and then I listed out all of my latest purchases. And I love Happy Mail. I mean, who doesn't love Happy Mail? Oh, you know what? Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what Happy Mail you have received lately. I would absolutely love to know. So yeah, my latest was the Carrie Bradford. I just got the Carrie Bradford stamps this week. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love them. That iris alphabet is just amazing. I love it. I even just used it in my reading journal too because I love it so much. Okay, so I'm punching the holes on that little spread, and then I'll move on to 29. And I thought about, how am I going to document my hair? My hair is always up in a ponytail or a messy bun, unless I just got my hair done and then, I get to have nice hair for a few days. But I found this really great photo of me like looking to the side and I have a ponytail in, and I've never really used that photo for anything. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to use that. It's kind of a pretty picture, so let's just go with it. I stamped the everyday details and also use a hairbrush chipboard because I thought that was cute. And then the sticker that says everyday. And a few little brown stars from the Mandy Ford stamp set. And that's it. Very simple and quick and to the point. So I wrote about how my preferred hairstyle is always up. It's just easier with the kids, working out, weather, getting it out of my face, working at my desk. It's just always easier, right? And I'm not so great at styling my hair. But I do love hair appointment days, and that is when I can feel extra fancy and like a pretty, pretty princess with my hair. So I just love getting my hair done. It's so fun. Definitely an expense that I don't mind spending because I only do it, once every few months. Okay, so we are on the last prompt, which was like favorite book. And I don't know how in the world I would pick my favorite book. I can't even begin. And since I had just done the library spread about books, I was like, well, I don't want to pick a favorite book. And, so how can I do this? And I came up with favorite author, Coho, Colleen Hoover. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love her books, and they're just the best. I found a few covers, including the series that I started with, Slammed. If you have not read that series, go read it. It's amazing. So I found several of the covers and made another collage, and then I'm going to stamp Book Lover. I smushed it because I was trying to make it a better, crisp image. Didn't work, so I'll just stamp it on a piece of paper, and that works just as well. And over on the left-hand side, I just added reading and then an asterisk that actually matched the color of the 30. So simple, and I love it. I fussy cut out the Book Lover and just add it right over my mess up. I'm also going to stamp like a downward facing book on the top over in the left hand corner, and then another one down in the bottom. Also grabbed a stamp that says bookmarks are for quitters, or just people who don't use bookmarks. I always forget. Do you use bookmarks? I'd love to know in the comment section if you use bookmarks. I wind up using anything and everything that I can find. If it's a piece of paper, I'll use it. If it's a hair tie, I'll use it. I just never use bookmarks, or I just fall asleep reading and the book just falls. So I talked about how I am definitely a diehard Coho fan before everyone else, and I made a smiley face. I found Colleen Hoover's books several years ago with the Slam series, and each book of hers weaves an incredible story, and I just absolutely love them. I cannot get enough of them. Speaking of that, I do need to read the latest book that she has out. Okay, I flipped to the beginning, and now I'm just flipping through all these pages so I can show you how this whole little cute book came out. It is cute and chunky, and it was so much fun to start off the year with this project about myself. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching this, and yeah, bye!